Oh, go back to Boot Hill's POV. I kind of forgot that this storyline was even happening. I should also check the Watchmaker relic set to see how close it looks like to his body at some point. System
Welcome
hours.
to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Hung, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm Pom Pom. A new Nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
Nice to meet you, Pom Pom.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the express, so he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, dear guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
Interesting.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
I keep forgetting that those are ships that are leaving in the background.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It seems so.
Oh, fudge. Look, nothing personal, but if you can't handle this, go find someone else who can.
Can we try the
okay?
trick with the Sanjo Alliance thing again?
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the Express earlier, but they didn't respond.
That is a good point.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever.
Also, Acheron said she was leaving, so maybe they'll pass each other in the lobby. Are we gonna play as Boot? Oh, that's right, it's Boot Hill's POV, so we're gonna be playing Boot Hill.
Don Hung seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Boot Hill, Broken Arrow. I don't know if I'm gonna get a better stopping point than this, so maybe we should stop here. Because we are at the 2.5 hour mark, but I think we can go a little bit further. We'll go up till we hit 3 hours. And if I have to edit this video together with more parts, so be it. Because we're going to play more of this tomorrow.
Flammable goods are not permitted on the premises.
I gotta let my buddy know. Boot Hill came early.
Locked and loaded.
What did that say? 3x9 point smite? Three by 9 3-9 times smile. When using skill, the first time next battle applies the same physical weakness to the target, including the ultimate, lasting 2 turns. Cool. Cool. No reload necessary.
Face recognition.
Cody! Hi, Cody!
Greetings. I'm Cody of the Bloodhound family, head of security for the hotel. How may I assist you?
Hello. So, there's something I wanted to ask about. I've been hearing some unsettling rumors about certain incidents that might affect the Charmony Festival. Do you think there's anything to be worried about? I've traveled all the way from the Hayaii Federation, and I don't want my trip to be ruined.
What do you mean?
Wait. You haven't heard?
I'm not sure where you heard those rumors, but they're completely baseless. I can assure you, as a representative of the Bloodhound family, that everything is going smoothly for the Charmony Festival.
Uh-huh.
At present, all of the families are focused on making sure the festival starts on time. Even the Dream Master himself has arrived. So don't worry, your trip won't be in vain.
Ah, that's a relief to hear. She doesn't appear to be acting. So, it seems that even the hotel staff are out of the loop.
I believe we saw Cody in the Robin's trailer as well. Oh, we don't have our Dream Pass. Oh, that's a lot of kids. Juno and Sabrina. Border Star Princess. Oh, so Tiza Chick the Third is here.
The Charmony Festival is about to start! I'm so excited!
Hey!
It's still 10 hours
You
away.
guys here for the Charmony Festival too?
Well, I didn't come all the way here specially for the festival. Honestly, I don't really even know what it's about. But I heard it's a lot of fun!
Well, back in my home world, Anaria, we have festivals like that all the time. My dad threw me a birthday party one time that was just as extravagant as the Charmony Festival.
Really now?
Oh, come on! The Charmony Festival is a once-in-an-Amber-era event! How can a birthday party compare?
Well, you never know, right? Maybe on her world, birthdays only happen once in Amber Era. Anyway, let's forget about that. Have you heard about the, unsettling things happening in the dreamscape?
Unsettling things? What could possibly go wrong? It better not ruin the Charmony Festival! I've been looking forward to it!
Relax. With a big event like this, there's bound to be lots of gossip and rumors. Don't worry. If anything does happen, the family will be on top of it.
Oh, that's a relief. I didn't come all this way to see the festival go down the drain. Well, looks like I won't get any fudging clues out of these two.
I don't know why you thought you
They're
would.
clueless. Back already?
Hasn't she returned yet?
Nope. I'm starting to wonder. Sending her to contact Sunday was a good idea. Neither the staff nor the guests seem to know anything about what's happening in the dreamscape, and wherever we go, all we see is people enjoying themselves. Definitely not a good sign.
Really? That sounds exactly like the definition of a good sign.
I agree. Another unusual thing is that the Oak family is supposed to be in charge of organizing the council and managing everything inside and outside the dreamscape. However, I walked around the hotel, but didn't meet a single member of the Oak family on such an important day.
The Dream Master is controlling all of them, which is what we saw with Acheron.
Well, I'll be forked. If I remember correctly, the head of the Oak family is that Sunday guy, right?
Whoa.
We shouldn't linger here
That was a
too
weird
long.
glitch.
Let's go back to the Express for now.
Not so fast. Have you ever robbed the IPC, bro?
Bro.
If you run away now, everyone will be chasing after you.
Are you suggesting we sit here and do nothing?
I wouldn't say do nothing, but let's stay put for now. Even if the family has ulterior motives, they couldn't have anticipated us showing up here. We're the surprise factor for them. They don't want to attract unwanted attention from certain outsiders, so they won't do anything reckless. See? The IPC lackeys are keeping a close eye on this hotel.
If I were a family member, I'd find an official excuse and keep the surprise factors here. If we just wait here, that would be like walking into their trap.
Of course, we don't need to walk into their trap. I gave a backup plan to the memo keeper. If it turns out we won't be allowed to enter the dreamscape, she'll order a drink for me in the VIP lounge at the hotel. In reality...
A secret signal.
That's right.
Oh, a concrete object can indeed help the memo keeper establish a connection with you. But Boot Hill, if you have more backup plans in the future, I hope you'll let me know in advance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's one of my quirks. I have too many unreliable friends. And if I reveal that I have backup plans, things can go awry. And that would leave all backup plans completely useless.
How do we get into the VIP lounge?
This is where my street smarts come into play.
We're gonna mug somebody, aren't we?
You can actually book a stay on credits that there are and the interest is surprisingly low.
You're the lobby manager, right?
Yes, I am. How may I assist you?
We're the Nameless from the Astral Express. We wanted to check in, but there's something wrong with your system. The lady at the front desk said she would contact the manager, but now she's nowhere to be found. Now, we've been waiting here forever, without any food or water. What the fork, man?
What the
Is this how
fork?
the family treats its guests?
I know from the, what they call it, the drip feed, the Boot Hill Synthesia beacon is busted.
Is this your idea of street smarts? Starting an altercation?
It's called standing up for your rights.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Please wait while we try to contact Mr. Sunday. I'll arrange 2 premium seats in the VIP lounge so you can rest there while you wait.
Just like
See?
that.
Just like that.
Just don't call yourself Nameless next time.
Wow, this bar's something else.
Whoa.
Certainly
Whoa.
worthy
Okay, it's
of
rendered
the
in.
Planet of festivities.
Oh shit. There's a fly in here. Where did you come from, little fella? Bang, bang, bang. Alright.
1 peach soul glad? Shaken, not stirred.
Whatever you say. Anderson.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, I have an order for a bottle of Donna's White Oak. Can you help us find it?
Donna's White Oak. I think there might be a misunderstanding. We don't serve that here.
Oh, no way. Are you sure you're not mistaken?
If someone had reserved such a beverage, I would definitely remember it. It sells for hundreds of thousands of credits per bottle, after all. I couldn't afford to cover for such an item if it were broken or lost.
That's strange. Well, could it be that the memo keeper couldn't afford it?
Then what should we do now?
Oh, no need to rush. Well, let's grab some drinks first. Maybe I arrived too early and she hasn't come yet. Now, let's see what kind of juice malts you all have here. Well, give me a glass of Heenum Valley, 40 years. I'll have it neat. No ice.
I don't know enough about mixology to know what any of that means.
Well, that's the most expensive one on the list. You have a taste for the finer things.
It's on the house, anyway.
What can I get for you?
Anything you recommend is fine.
Then I would recommend today's special, Glass Village. It's classic Soul Glad mixed with Laboom juice. It's refreshing and suits your cool demeanor.
Oh god, Cool
Just
Dragon
one
Young
day.
strikes again.
Ah, this flavor. Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Ooh,
Excuse me?
really hits the spot. Truly the finest sherry cask-aged malt juice in the cosmos.
Dynamite barbecue with rocket fuel. Is that really something that humans enjoy?
Hey, this guy doesn't know anything at all.
I don't know anything either.
As long as you're satisfied, dear guests, please enjoy.
Let's give the memo keeper another half system hour. If she doesn't show up, we'll need to come up with a new plan. In the meantime, let's take stock of the situation. What do you think?
The situation is unclear. Something must have happened on the planet of festivities, but the public is unaware of it. Someone in a position of power within the family must be covering it up.
Yes, probably the Oak family.
It's unusual for the followers of the Harmony to invite other factions, let alone the IPC and the Masked Fools. If what you said about the Emanator of the Nihility is true, the situation in Penacony is a little complicated, to say the least.
And shouldn't we expect Acheron to be leaving the hotel soon?
Actually, there's something else I'm concerned about. Regarding Acheron. As you know, the faction that follows the path of the Hunt are some of the most dangerous folks in the cosmos to mess with. I mean, who in their right mind would impersonate the Cienjo Alliance or the Galaxy Rangers? It's like asking for a death wish.
I mean, Fantilia did it. She pretended to be the Almecastador of the Xianzhou Alliance.
Isn't there a saying among the Cienjo people that the Rainbow Sect lets their Lux Arrow do all the beating?
Talking. Do all the talking.
Well, you know what I mean. Even though the Galaxy Rangers have been out of sight for years, we've been keeping an eye on this region. Even the dumbest criminals know better than to mess with the Annihilation Gang, much less the Rangers.
That's true. That means Gallagher sent out an invitation to the Annihilation Gang. Interesting. Why?
But that Acheron lady, she doesn't seem like a lunatic at all. On the contrary, she's highly logical and organized. She knows exactly when to hold back and when to strike without mercy.
And you believe that someone like her would have an ulterior motive for impersonating a Galaxy Ranger?
I'm not entirely sure, but I do have my suspicions. Maybe she knows a Galaxy Ranger, or perhaps she's trying to lure us out for some reason, which I can't figure out.
Anyway, what worries me more are the anomalies within the family. They've summoned followers from various paths for the festival. No matter how generous such a gesture is, this move seems highly unusual. Unless the invitations weren't sent by them. If that's the case, it's even more intriguing that the family insists on organizing the Charmony Festival, despite the chaos.
Maybe it's Shipei the Harmony pulling the strings. You find it beyond human understanding because it wasn't arranged by humans at all. People do stupid things out of irrational impulses. They abandon their principles when self-interest is involved. They believe in things they know they shouldn't, and fudge, they even break their own rules. But Eons don't. They stick to their determined path and never turn back, even if they reach a dead end.
You think Shipei's will is behind all this?
Could be. I wouldn't rule it out.
It may not necessarily be Shipei, but there's definitely some higher entity involved. I know it may sound pessimistic, but if human free will were reliable, why would we even need Galaxy Rangers?
I don't know.
It's much simpler when you boil it down to the eons and paths. Like how Lon always follows the path of the hunt, or how the Express stays true to the Trailblaze despite Akavili's disappearance.
But in my opinion, Akavili's fall holds significance for the Nameless.
Oh, so you're saying the Nameless now have to take responsibility for their own choices because their absolutely right leader is gone?
Exactly. I believe the purpose of the journey isn't just about following a path that's always considered absolutely right. It's more about doing your best to choose the right path for yourself among countless possibilities, even with limited insight and judgment.
Uh-huh. This gives me an idea. What if Elio is Akavili? Just mull that over for a while.
I don't know what you've been through, but I agree that people must take responsibility for their choices, because no one else can do it for them. That's why the Galaxy Rangers need to uncover the imposter and figure out her true intentions. Just in case. I have a backup plan if the Memo Keeper doesn't show up. This is my final backup plan. I promise.
You sure have a lot of cards up your sleeve.
He's a cowboy. It's to be expected.
Well, going back to my old career would make things a lot easier. By the way, when you were walking around the hotel, did you happen to see any important looking guests?
Oh no, we are doing the hostage routine, aren't we?
What's your plan?
It's simple. We just grab some hostages and use them as bargaining chips with the family. Or maybe we can even take their identities.
No need for that. We'll return to the Express now.
Wait. Are you getting scared? Draw your weapon. Let's make a big scene.
Are you leaving, esteemed guests? Would you like to cancel that As Donna's White Oak you just ordered?
Huh? As Donna's White Oak?
Didn't you just say?
Didn't you just say?
Ha ha. Looks like you are a bit intoxicated, esteemed guests. You ordered a bottle of As Donna's White Oak just a moment ago.
Looks like your Memo Keeper friend has finally arrived.
Oh, right. Sorry, my memory's not the best. You know, too many modifications and all. Anyway, let me check. Well, fork me. It says Donna's White Oak, all right. And there's a note. I'll be waiting for you on the Astral Express.
No mistake. That's her message to you. She knew the hotel wasn't safe, so she suggested we find another place.
Well, looks like we took a detour, but now it's back to the Astral Express. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
All right, that all worked out. Cutscene?
You're back? Two guests just boarded saying they were looking for Boot Hill, so I told them to wait in the parlor car.
Oh, just in time.
Two guests?
It's Acheron and Black Swan, isn't it?
Yeah, her too. Look, we welcome all passengers on the Astral Express, but sneaking in like that, you have no regard for etiquette.
My apologies, conductor. It was an oversight on my part. I assumed you were already acquainted with the garden. Given the chaotic situation in Penacony, the Nameless are the only ones we can truly trust right now.
We never told anybody that the Garden of Recollection put a mirror there, actually. Thank you for spoiling that.
You are the memo keeper.
Pleased to meet you, Dan Hung. I've seen you in others' memories. And as for Boot Hill, this is our first face-to-face meeting. I hope you enjoyed that bottle of Astana's White Oak. You sure have a refined taste.
Finally, memo keeper. Well, let's cut to the chase. Spill everything you know.
That's precisely what I intend to do.
Could you talk a little faster then?
Before that, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Black Swan, and I serve the Garden of Recollection as a memo keeper. As for Acheron's story, I'm sure she knows it better than I do.
Greetings. I'm Acheron.
That's what they call me.
What? You Garden of Recollection shirtbag.
Shirtbag.
You betrayed me.
I apologize, but she did that at my request. Due to certain reasons, I have been exiled by the family. Thankfully, this memo keeper came to my aid and helped me escape their surveillance unnoticed.
To be honest, it was more like stalking than helping. And the process was far from unnoticed. But we did escape.
I asked her to guide me to a place beyond the family's reach and to contact a few trustworthy individuals. Namely, all of you.
Trustworthy? Son of a nice lady. You think I'm dumb or something?
Time for a quick draw.
How about this? I'll put a few bullet holes in
Ooh,
your
sound
head
effects and all.
See what secrets spill out. Then we can talk about trust.
It doesn't have to be like that. I'm willing to answer all your questions, but not right now. If my cover hadn't been blown, we might have had more time, but at the moment, we don't have any other options.
No other options? What do you mean?
This is the only way I can ensure everyone's safety. I kindly request an immediate warp jump out of the Astana star system.
Really?
This passenger is requesting...
As far as I can tell, she's not a threat, and seems to be telling the truth.
Seems? No one on this fucking planet's been honest from the beginning, except for Aventurine, who surprisingly was.
I've briefly traveled with your companions and know their whereabouts, Don Hung. Please rest assured, your nameless companions are safe, but they need our help. As for Boot Hill, you may have guessed. I've been waiting for you. Galaxy Rangers are known for their elusive nature and limited contact with each other. So this was the only way I could reach out to you. Only by doing this can I find a true Galaxy Ranger and fulfill a long-standing promise.
Really? For who?
To return his relics to their rightful owner.
Whose relics?
Someone once told me that every rainfall is like a gift from the heavens.
Wait.
A sign of their mercy upon the world.
Wait, that's the guy after Triclops.
Raindrops are said to be the tears of the gods, shed in response to the sorrows of the world. Their constant pouring is a reminder that the gods haven't abandoned us yet.
This is Aventurine's backstory.
So, how long has this rain been going on for?
I used to believe, just like you, that it would eventually stop. Years and decades passed. And in the end, Such hope faded away before the rain did.
Are we finally going to figure out who this person is?
Looks like the god you mentioned doesn't exist after all.
As he spoke, the old man's gaze remained fixed on the distance. Amidst the fine drizzle of black rain, countless shadowy hands emerged from the sea, shrouded in the ethereal mist, reaching out towards the sky, one by one.
Well, let me share a story with you. Mortals who walk the paths are like sailors on a vast ocean, leaving behind a trail that creates countless ripples of possibilities. These ripples last longer than the fleeting lifetimes of humans.
You're starting to talk like Elio.
And for some, their presence leaves such a strong mark that it's reflected in the waves.
Like those shadows on the ocean.
Sin-thirsters. The obsessions of the Pathstriders.
What?
They emerge from the depths of IX, seeing themselves as masters of their own destiny, unknowingly repeating the actions of their past lives. They emerge from the nihility and head toward it, leading purposeless lives. However, these hollow phantoms, they were once my dear companions. A group of Galaxy Rangers.
So each one of these hands was a Galaxy Ranger.
Are you watching over them?
Watching over them? No. I'm guiding them toward transcendence. It was a brutal war. A crusade that shook the universe. The universe witnessed the fall of Zulo, the Lord Ravager, but it came at a price.
They killed Zulo, the Lord Ravager?
A price so hefty that only those who were there still remember. The unwavering determination of the Hunt followers persists even in death. So someone must guide these lost souls to their life beyond. They were heroes in their time, and they shouldn't be reduced to mere puppets of the nihility. As for me, I've suffered too many losses on that battlefield to advance any further. And that makes me the most fitting person to carry out this task.
But you know, these sin-thirsters, they're not who they used to be.
Does this seem pointless to you? Well, some tasks have to be done, even if they are pointless.
Damn, you just said that to a fucking emanator of nihility.
I can help you.
For what?
For the meaning of the nihility. That's what I've been seeking.
The meaning is there is no meaning. Congratulations, your journey's over, Akron. You can move on.
I see. After all, this realm is off limits to ordinary souls, right? Thank you, stranger. I wish that you find what you seek.
Before we part ways, I have one more question. It is true that their actions and even their entire lives may seem pointless from our perspective. But if, and it's just an if this is what the departed ones expected, should we try to change it?
A good question. And a profound one. I don't know the answer.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
What I do know is that one day I too will pass away. And when I bid farewell to this world, someone will stand at my grave and place a bouquet of flowers on it.
Back to Robin's POV. There's no question mark this time. And I feel like this is a good enough ending point. So, I'll probably break the video here for YouTube. And the Friday stream will pick up where I find a good stopping point. So we'll keep going for a few more minutes. But the YouTube people, this is the end for you. Nine system hours remain till the Charmony Festival.
When I appeared as a child, my speech, mindset, and soul reflected immaturity and innocence. As I grew into adulthood, I left behind my childlike side.
I humbly request your blessings, esteemed advocate of Shipe.
He's in a confessional booth?
Come to me, my kinship. I have sought their presence with us.
As you wish. I have faithfully served the Alfalfa family for nearly a decade, promoting the path of the harmony to the best of my ability. However, I made a mistake yesterday. While I was preparing dinner for the family head, I accidentally dropped a prepared dish on the floor.
It happens.
Out of laziness, I lied and claimed that everything was ready. Although the head has dismissed me as punishment, it has been tough to sleep with the guilt still gnawing at me, as I worried that the seeds of evilness may have taken root in my soul. So, I confess to you now, to seek atonement for my sins.
I don't know if I consider dropping, lying over spilled milk to be a major sin.
Do you sincerely repent and vow to change your ways?
Yes.
Have you examined your soul and confessed all your sins?
Oh, yes.
Are you willing to accept the process of atonement?
Yes.
Very well. Show your dedication and goodwill to the family, and you shall be reinstated among them. Now, please, leave in peace.
Oh, praise Shipe. And thank you, esteemed advocate.
Next, please step forward.
Dude, how many of these a day do you have to get through?
I wholeheartedly confess to you. Please, pardon my sins.
Rest assured, I have implored their presence to be with us. As long as you are sincere, absolution will be granted.
Oh, great. You know, I arrived in Penacony as a stowaway. I sold everything to get a ticket. My house, my land, and my 2 children.
God.
I see. Please, go on.
My children were starving, and I hoped they'd have a chance at survival if they became slaves here. If I can strike it rich here, I'll lift them out of that situation and give them the life they deserve.
Ugh.
But the Bloodhound family got wind of it. They're on my tail, hunting me down. I thought I could bring my kids here. It was all my fault. All my fault.
The family is ready to forgive all sinners. I'll ask the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. You don't need to live in fear anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Something bad's about to happen to that guy.
I'll work my hardest to redeem my children and make them part of the family. Praise the harmony.
Next, please step forward.
Hey, long time no see, Mr. Sunday. The most esteemed individual in Penacony, and the next leader of the Oak family, right?
I have sought their presence with us. Let us proceed.
Sure, let's just get this over with. I have sinned, please forgive me. I wasted half a pizza at breakfast, and a bottle of Soul Glad.
Really? This is worthy of coming here for this?
That's it. Nothing more. Can we wrap this up? I've got a robo-ball game to catch, you know?
God.
Do you seek to atone for your sins through good deeds?
My sins? Starting to sound like a saint, huh? Well, let me tell you something. Neither the family nor you have the right to judge me. You think nobody knows what your precious family has done? About the watchmaker? Huh? Don't kid yourself, Featherbrain. Those dream chasers might be fooled by your act, but don't fool yourself. Before you start spouting off your holy verses, answer me this. Where does the power of the Oak family come from? And your power? What makes you think you can sit there all high and mighty, looking down on everyone else?
The power of harmony.
Well, I've spent enough time in confession today to enter the Harmony's paradise, right? Then I'll take my leave. Good luck with your election, and, don't make me regret my investments in you.
Oh, revered triple-faced soul, hear my doubts.
Sheepay, the harmony.
Who can judge the strong when their power hides their crimes? Who can vouch for the weak when they will pay any price to survive? Who can comfort the purest souls when even they get led astray? If the strong defending the weak is truly the foundation of paradise, then who is responsible for the suffering and anguish in this wretched world?
Yeah, that's some nihility talk there, Sunday. Get that out of here. That was dark. And...
Brother? Brother? Brother, are you all right?
Oh shit, we're back in golden hour.
I'm fine. I've been working long hours, and I just made a trip to Dreamflux Reef and back. So, I'm a bit out of sorts. But it'll all be over before we know it.
You've been working non-stop on the Charmony Festival, Mr. Sunday, and no one could have predicted this incident. Even if the Stellaron does pose a grave threat, I still feel sorry for all the trouble we've caused you.
No need to worry about troubling anyone. The Charmony Festival was meant to spread joy and harmony across the cosmos. But now that we know the truth, I'm afraid we'll have to cancel it.
It has always been our wish to make everyone happy, so... we'll do our best to explain everything to the Dream Master. I'm sure he'll understand.
I don't think he will. He's kind of crazy.
Even if the negotiation does not go smoothly, I'll refuse to go on stage. Without the Chord Master, the Harmonious Choir would not arrive, and the Charmony Festival would be just a grand performance, and nothing more.
I'm relieved to see your determination.
Unfortunately, I feel like the Dream Master might be using Sparkle to get around this inevitability.
Since arriving in Penacony, we haven't had any contact with this Dream Master himself. I'd heard of the heads of the 5 major lineages, but the Dream Master is a mystery to me.
The Dream Master rarely grants an audience, even for us. But, given the urgency of the situation, he's agreed to meet us in person.
Perhaps you'll be the first guest to meet the Dream Master in years, Mr. Yang.
Let's hope we can reach a consensus that satisfies everyone.
Indeed. Let us hope so.
There he goes, putting his hand behind his back again.
It's about time. We'll have to get ready for the meeting. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the urgency.
Don't worry. I'll be waiting here.
Oh, dear. It's Mr. Sunday! Hey, come over here!
Looks like someone needs help. Let's go check it out.
I recognize the voice. That was the same one from the flashback we just saw.
Mr. Sunday. Hey there! Okay, see the moon in the sky? It's about the size of the cap on my Soul Glad bottle.
Okay, your point being?
If I just reached out my hand, I could grab the moon, couldn't I?
The moon? You mean the Grand Theater?
Yeah. Look at me. I've been away from home for too long. I must be missing that moon. But it's no big deal. The Grand Theater here looks much better than the moon back home. It's just magnificent. They told me not to sell everything I had just to come to Penacony. How short-sighted.
You mean what you did is short-sighted?
Selling everything you had? Why would you go to such lengths?
Why? Can't you see? Life back home is miserable. It's not really living at all. It's better to be here at Penacony. No pain, no worries about tomorrow, just sweet dreams. You can do whatever you want. That's what I call living. Yeah, now this is the life.
Is this truly living?
Huh? What did you say, young lady? I didn't quite catch that.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. You see, the traffic on Glock's Avenue can be dangerous. How about I ask a Bloodhound family member to escort you to Ideen Park over there, so you can continue enjoying your sweet dream?
It's literally, like, just right there. Like it's right there. That's Ideen Park.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Wow, no wonder you were the leader of this sweet dream. You're totally a lifesaver. See you around, Mr. Sunday, and it was nice chatting with you.
What's up, sister?
This is the land of the dreams. But why do they live like this?
Because you guys charge so much to get here.
The man we ran into, he doesn't seem happy at all. Even though sweet dreams are nice, they're just illusions. But for him, they're the only way to survive, even if it means giving up on reality. That's not really living at all.
I suppose you have a point. But, in my opinion, that's how most people live their lives.
Yeah, my dreams are so much better than reality.
Why do you say that?
You think that man is not actually living, but that's not quite accurate. Even without Penacony, people create their own illusions called self-value. People believe they have a predetermined value to fulfill. Gaining value means gaining power, and those deemed worthless are seen as the weak. However, value doesn't come out of thin air, and there's a limit to it. To accumulate value, people have to take from others. So, the weak get exploited and oppressed.
Are you suggesting that this is not how things should be?
Exactly. But, ironically, people don't think there's anything wrong with it, because they uphold the illusory notion of self-value, and even the weak believe in it. The survival of the fittest. That's where all the tragedies in the world come from. People come to the sweet dream in Penacony to escape from that reality and find solace. No tragedies
Life
exist
sucks.
here.
We get it.
Only happiness. Although in its nascent form. Isn't that the same paradise we yearn for in our dreams?
Perhaps that man is just an exception. Let's not jump to conclusions. We should experience the dreamscape ourselves. Just as I did at Dreamflux Reef.
Yes. Seeing is believing. I'll accompany you.
I just realized that it's called a
Dream Master hasn't
reef because
shown
it's
up
literally
yet,
sitting on
so
a
we
sea
have
of
some time
memories.
for a stroll.
Learn more about the dream before the Dream Master's arrival. Got it. Cheerful guest.
Glad to meet you again, Robin. How are the preparations for the Charmony Festival coming along? We're all so excited about it.
It's going smoothly. Thanks for making the trip to join the festival.
You're too kind, Robin. It's a pleasure to have guests from all over the universe celebrating day and night.
I can't stand being lonely or bored, so this jubilant dreamscape is perfect for me.
But if this went on forever, would it get boring too?
Nah, not at all. Who would get tired of having so much fun? Every day, you get to wear fancy clothes, explore all sorts of dream bubbles, indulge in delicious food without gaining weight, and you never get old or sick. As long as you can afford a room, this place is the ultimate paradise.
As long as you can afford a room is the key takeaway there.
But you know that only a few things can be brought back from the dreamscape to reality, right?
That's exactly why I don't plan on bringing anything back. Just enjoying the dream itself is good enough for me. I mean, I'm not one of those long-living species. I only have around 60 or 70 years in this lifetime, and
Don't remind me
there's
that life
so much to
expectancy
worry
is down.
about. Being happy here is pure bliss. Only in this sweet dream can I truly feel like I'm in control of my life and fate. Who would want to go back to reality after experiencing this bliss?
I see. I genuinely wish you all the happiness in the world.
And I wish you a fantastic performance, Robin! I'm off to the Blue Hour for the ball. See you later.
I think it's sad that there's 12 dreamscapes, and we only really got to visit like 3 of them. We got to go to Golden Hour, Dream's Edge, and Clock Studios theme park. The reef is not considered one of the 12. It was isolated from the 12.
Seems like that guest's perspective didn't resonate with you either.
She had a valid point. And I could sense her genuine happiness. It's just that...
What you're trying to say is, she thinks she's in control of her life. But in reality, she's just escaping from reality and seeking solace in this sweet dream. Once she steps out of this sanctuary, everything will be lost.
Well, she did make mention of being able to afford a room. Didn't she?
However, the paradise in our dreams, it doesn't have to end.
No. And the paradise we yearn for shouldn't be just a fleeting dream either.
Man, we're just literally going to walk around the entirety of Glocks Avenue, huh? Quiet guest.
The scenery in this dreamscape is truly breathtaking, isn't it?
Oh, Robin. Can't believe I'm meeting you in person here. What an honor.
In person, you say?
You're right. Even though time stands still in this dreamscape, it always feels fresh. I find something new every time.
A philosophical mind. I hope I'm not intruding.
Oh, not at all, no. With little time left, I yearn for meaningful conversations, especially with someone as esteemed as you. Do you mind if we chat?
This looks promising. Let's hear some philosophical discussion from an elderly man.
It's my pleasure. No need to be formal. Just speak your mind. You said, with little time left. Please, forgive me for being blunt. But is that why you came to Penacony?
Yeah. I was part of a war, and while escaping from the Sarkosian mothership, I got exposed to some radioactive materials. And then, all my comrades died, and my hometown was wiped out by neutron bombardments.
Jeez. War is hell.
Couldn't bear to live with everything I knew gone. That's when I heard about a possible solution here, so I came.
How heart-wrenching. I hope the family has been able to help you.
They have, and I'm truly grateful for that. They provided me with a comfortable room, the most advanced life support devices in the cosmos, and a stellar team of caregivers. My physical body is now in the dream pool, sustained by life support. The me you see here is whole, rational, and no different from any other person. But I can't say the same for the me in the hotel room. My true appearance. No. I hope you never have to witness it, Robin.
So, you'll be living forever in this dreamscape.
Just being able to live at all is good enough for me. Whether it's in this dreamscape or not, well, I don't really have much say in the matter. My world has been torn apart, and my life could end any second. So, even if this whole place is an illusion, it's still my paradise, and I'll treasure every moment I spend here. How I envy those everlasting things.
God, what a tragic man.
It's so tragic. Fortunately, this sweet dream gives him joyful memories to hold on to for the rest of his life.
For now.
That's precisely why this sweet dream in Penacony exists.
However, even this sweet dream has its limitations. While it provides solace to the disillusioned, it can't completely eliminate pain in reality.
There will be a way out. Penacony is already on the right track.
Can you not say that with pursed lips, please? It's almost like they're setting you up for a betrayal. And I only say almost because I can't see the
Look what we
future.
have here. A lovely young lady.
Ugh, meet the other Robin.
Is that me? Brother, what a surprise to see you again.
Show yourself. Your trick won't work on us.
I've heard that a skilled mass fool received an invitation too. That must be you, right? Did you enjoy yourself?
Barely. The people here are way too gullible. A little bait is all it takes for them to bite. And they run away at the slightest hint of danger. In other words, they're naive and cowardly.
How many of those self-assured destruction, mutually assured destruction buttons have you been handing out?
Now that you've had your fill, it'd be wise to leave before it's too late. The music of the harmony doesn't tolerate discord.
What? Now that you have the real Robin, I'm useless? Oh, how disheartening. I've done so much for the family.
You should be thanking me, because if it weren't for me cleaning up this mess, Penacony would still be in shambles. Don't you think?
That was a personal request from the head of the Iris family, and it has nothing to do with us. Step aside and stop causing trouble for the Charmony Festival.
The Charmony Festival? You think you can scare me? You think I have no idea what you're planning? I don't care what you're thinking, chicken wing boy. But I'm pretty sure our lovely Robin won't be appearing on stage. After all, you're well aware of what a sorry state this dreamscape is in under the banner of harmony. Penacony, the land of the dreams. Is this truly the paradise you desire?
Stop it.
What's the rush, chicken wing boy? Did I get to you?
I still think it's funny that she calls him Chicken Wing Boy.
Our paradise is none of your concern, masked fool. Leave now, or the family won't tolerate you anymore.
All right. I'll go. But Robin, I suggest you seriously consider this.
Ooh?
Do you really believe those living in dreams can escape pain and find true happiness?
No.
Well, I've done my part, and now I'm simply waiting for the fireworks to begin. Here, the last 2 gifts for both of you. And don't lose them. If by some unfortunate chance the Charmony Festival starts against all odds, remember to use them during the show. And it'll be thrilling. Bang!
I heard a raven cawing in the distance. It seems the Dream Master will arrive soon.
Alright. Quoth the Raven.
Let's wait here for the Dream Master to arrive.
Okay. By the way, brother, I heard you no longer have a sweet tooth. Back when we were kids, you used to steal my desserts. Seems like a lot has changed during my absence. What exactly happened?
Well, someone has to stay awake even in this sweet dream.
But that someone doesn't have to be you, or anyone in particular. You're carrying too much on your shoulders, brother.
Yeah, I think it's starting to get to you. You're starting to sound too deep and philosophical.
The paradise in our dreams. It shouldn't be like this. Penacony is nothing more than a dream. It can't erase the worries and pain of reality, or bring true happiness. It only offers an escape from reality. Nothing more.
Remember the old man we met earlier? Without this dream, he might have completely lost himself.
Uh-huh.
That might be true, but even without Penacony, he could have chosen another path. As far as I know, the Intelligentsia Guild has been promoting their rehabilitation techniques for a long time now.
Yeah, they're even getting close to figuring out that immortality of the Shansho Lafu. And then on top of that, we could always dump him in a simulated universe. That's what Herta's been working on.
That path may have been more ordinary and challenging.
Granted, she's not doing it for
now,
people like him. She's doing it so she can study the Aeons.
In a comatose state, and his fate is sealed. Is Penacony granting these people a future? Or is it taking it away from them?
Well, don't forget this. Not everyone really has a future. The future for humanity is like the sky for birds. People mistakenly believe that flight is inherent to birds because they've never witnessed those birds crashing to their death.
That was in the flashback, we saw
Do
that.
you remember how we took in that little Charmony dove when we were young?
Yeah. We took care of it. Provided food and water, groomed its feathers. And later, When I decided to leave Penacony, I opened the cage and set it free.
Well, I didn't mention what happened to it in my letters, because I didn't want to upset you. Shortly after you left, it crashed to its death right in front of your window.
I had surmised as much. I knew you wouldn't have avoided mentioning the bird for no reason. Despite that unfortunate outcome, I still believe it was the right decision. Birds aren't meant to spend their lives in cages. They belong in the sky, even if they can't fly.
But here's the thing. If there are birds in this world that can never fly, can we really assert that they belong in the sky?
That is a good philosophical point.
Are you implying that the same goes for humans too?
He's not implying, he's pretty expressly saying it.
Let's take the Astral Express as an example. The Nameless made tremendous efforts to bridge worlds, gaining fame across the universe. However, only a few extraordinary individuals can endure such a perilous journey. That's because the pursuit of the Trailblaze exceeds the capabilities of ordinary humans. Otherwise, why would this path be filled with broken rails, an abandoned express, and even a fallen Eon?
That's just sophistry. If that were true, then only the powerful would have the right to determine the future.
Unfortunately, that's exactly what happens. Another name for the future is self-value.
I don't know about that.
While this world has its fair share of heroes who inspire people and garner admiration for their heroic deeds, the majority of ordinary people will never become heroes in their lifetime. Some are born weak and vulnerable. Some find themselves trapped in unfortunate circumstances. Some fall victim to malice and cowardice. When it comes to survival, everyone is equal. And the weak can only watch as their value gets constantly diminished by external forces.
That's why we should care for the weak and support them as if their suffering were our own. That's what the Odes of Harmony have always taught us.
While the Harmony holds noble aspirations, the strong will always be strong, and the weak will always be weak.
No, I disagree.
Even in this carefree
the weak may not always be weak.
Human nature
the
contains
weak can
greatness,
become the strong, and the
but
strong
it also
can become the weak.
harbors inherent weaknesses that can't be eradicated. In the end, if people can't even secure their own survival, they won't care about the illusory future of equality. As long as the law of survival of the fittest prevails, there will always be fledglings crashing to their death.
All right.
If people don't live for the future, do they merely exist for survival?
That's kind of how we...
If
the
even
point.
you, my brother, don't believe that the Harmony will save the weak, then which Eon can make our dreams come true?
People often forget that when the first bird took flight, the entire world envisioned a future where no more fledglings would ever crash to their death.
Are you reading, sister? What are you reading?
Mr. Gopherwood gave me a picture book. It's about the story of the harmonic strings. If I could become a chord master, I'd like to summon Dominicus, the harmonious choir. I want to sing with everyone and spread our wishes so that all can feel happiness and joy.
Dominicus the Harmonious Choir. This is just reminding me of the boss fight that we did over in the Shadow of Petrichor, the Canticles of Harmony World Quest, I believe is the name of it in Genshin.
Don't you have a wish of your own, brother?
Of course I do. It's just that it includes your wish and everyone else's. I long for a true paradise where everyone can find peace.
Then, let's build a stage there and invite everyone to our performance so that both our wishes come true through the power of the harmonious choir.
It's a deal then.
Yeah, it's a deal. But how can I become a chord master?
A lot of hard work.
Maybe you will have to become a star first.
Alright, let's meet this Dream Master. If it's the same person that met with Acheron, I'm kind of curious how they're going to show up. Or are they just going to talk through the bird? Back to Trailblazer POV. I don't remember what we were even doing as the Trailblazer. What are we doing as the Trailblazer? When you have a chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret. Eight system hours till the Charmony
You're back
Festival.
sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
What did we even leave to do? We were going to OT Mall, right?
Since he's already carried out his last wish, my final mission is complete. But pardon me if I sound curt. It's good to have determination. The path Mikhail left for you is not an easy one to tread. Why else would he have chosen to sleep in solitude, staking everything on some nameless in the future? But you have the numbers, and in numbers comes strength. So that might just delay your inevitable a little more.
Got any more encouraging words?
As I see it, relying on Welt's negotiations alone is far from enough. Regardless of whether the other party will be compliant, negotiating simply allows us to meet them as equals and won't grant us an upper hand. Penacony is our rival's home turf, and we already have very few chips left to play with. Rather than idly sit around while the family's got us blocked off, an offensive approach might be a wiser course of action.
And what do you have in mind?
We're more familiar with the Stellaron's properties than most. And since it's the key to stabilizing the sweet dream, it's vital to the family's interests. By attacking their core interests, they're bound to retaliate hastily.
Oh.
And as the saying goes, haste makes waste.
So we're going to attack the Stellaron? This is a bad idea written all over it.
That's right. As long as we pose a threat to the Stellaron, either with words or otherwise, we have a chance at gaining the upper hand. But the problem is, on the eve of the Charmony Festival opening, how exactly are we going to get close to the theater? Family security will be airtight, and if we brute force it, even if we succeed, it's too risky.
So, no one's gonna say anything? Then I'll raise my hand. I know the answer to this question.
You of all people? I never doubted you for a sec. It's like we have one more ice up our sleeves. Time for the master stroke.
Why are you speaking like the general of the Law Fu? So, I heard that before the Charmony Festival begins, there'll be a pageant to kick off the festival. It's called the Soulglad TM Festivity Auditions.
The TM
or
is pronounced.
something. And it's going to be held in the moment of Scorch Sand.
Ooh, are we gonna get to go to the moment of Scorch Sand?
As long as we clinch the top spot, we'll be able to attain the title of Festive Superstar and be able to personally bask in the graces of Miss Robin. Not that that's important. What's crucial is that we can enter the Grand Theater before the audience arrives.
So, how do we go about participating in these festivity auditions?
I've already procured special invite tickets from Miss Robin's fan club. To tell you the truth, I had been preparing to join the auditions all along. But now it looks like even if I scrape through, I probably still won't have the chance to shake Miss Robin's hand.
So they're still running this thing, huh? It was originally just a publicity stunt, set up by Mikhail to drum up attention. But it looks like it might be worth a shot.
We'll follow Marge's plan. Mr. Gallagher, will you be joining us?
I'm afraid I won't have the time. As a virtual character, I've already completed my final mission. Whether Penacony can awaken from this dream is all down to you.
Should we ever cross paths again? I'd love for you to visit the Express.
All right. I'll have to add to that data bank of yours you've got on the Express.
Please don't.
And Miss Firefly, we
By the
thank
way,
you
it's
for all
actually
your
mentioned
support.
in the history fictionologists
We're faced
in the
with a
data bank that
formidable
they may
enemy.
have altered the data
As
bank.
long as the Astral Express and Stellaron Hunter's objectives are aligned, we're willing to cooperate with you.
We've already come this far together. I'd like to join you for the rest of your journey on Penacony. I'm pleased that we can finally fight shoulder to shoulder. I couldn't ask for a better ending.
You're gonna die, aren't you?
This is also the spirit of the Trailblaze. Now, everyone, let's prepare to move
How
out.
crazy would that be if they kill off Firefly right before she becomes playable in the next patch? Now that we know that she's confirmed to be playable.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Scorched Sand Hall. This is where challengers thrive and dream chasers shine, all under the watchful eye of the entire universe.
So now we gotta win this stupid contest. I didn't expect that we'd have to win a contest.
You have ambition, dreams, and the drive to
Oh, those TV screens definitely don't look safe.
Penacony's Charmony Festival could be you.
Oh, wow, they've really outdone themselves. Oh, I'm starting to get excited.
Behold, here come four friends with spirits high and full of steel. Are you aspiring to be the superstars of the festival?
Is he talking about us?
Yes, you! There's no doubt about it. I see you have all the potential of a superstar in you.
Excuse me, you four. What are you hoping to get out of all this?
As the last group of contestants, how confident are you in overcoming all of the challenges?
Would you be open to a
These
brief
four were
exclusive
not-
interview with us? It'll be quick.
Underperforming journalists. They were not standing there a second ago.
Your journey is long and fraught with peril, yet under a sky blanketed by banners, you vie for the crown.
The Hunts journalist?
The sword and rose! Protect the beauty! The beauty, the beauty!
So there's
Magnificent and majestic!
so there's just like there's just path themed journalists now.
A knight's head is hard as steel. Brotherland's focus is stubborn as a heel. We don't all have to be winners, but if we don't have fun, we'd all be sinners.
People are pouring in. Kinda feels like all sorts of baddies are showing up. Let's get in there quickly and enter the competition.
Okay, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please make way. Make way.
Wait, is that Jameson Price?
Coming towards us now is one of Penacony's top 10 wealthiest tycoons and the soul-glad business empire's founder,
Mr. Mr. Ideen of Ideen Park?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the director of Soulglad's factory.
That is
Ideen
definitely Jameson Price.
My four friends, introduce
I'm
yourselves
really
to the
disappointed they gave him a
audience across
generic
the
model.
cosmos.
Hello, everybody. I'm Himiko, a nameless from the Astral Express, and these are my companions.
Don't you guys need to hide your identities?
it anyways. Penacony is plastered with our posters. And because the Astral Express is so well known, the family won't dare to make any rash moves.
Hello everyone, I'm Can, and she's March 7th. I am the Galactic Baseballer, and she's Say Cheese. Hello everyone, Hello everyone. It's a really good idea to have a talent show at this pivotal moment in our story.
Hello everyone, I'm March 7th. I'm an ordinary girl who loves adventures.
Ordinary girl, you claim.
Hello, everyone. I'm Firefly. I am also an ordinary girl who enjoys adventures.
You really had to stop and think about that one, didn't you?
So it's a bunch of nameless guests. This final face-off is bound to be spectacular. Time is precious. My four friends, come with me.
I knew that Jameson Price voiced a character in this game because you can hear him in the Acheron trailer. Trailblazer, Trailblaze Chronicle, Seabiscuit.
This place is buzzing.
That's right. This venue is a miniature representation of that time known as the era filled with boundless possibilities.
All right. Pop, pop. Oh, wow. Left the safe zone, eh?
Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a blast.
Nameless, your arrival reminds me of the grand occasion when Penacony was first established. I was still a young, bright-eyed lad back then, lured here by the watchmaker's ads, full of zeal and ready to make my first fortune in life. Once, during a particularly grueling day, I passed out and was resuscitated by a drink from Mr. Sousa. That sweet taste has since been etched in my mind, and that was what drove me to create the Soul Glad that we all know and love today. The dream-chasing era was truly a wondrous time. Oh, I miss those days, and the watchmaker. Scorched Sand Hall is my homage to that time of boundless possibilities. I wholeheartedly hope you make it to the finish and emerge as the next superstars of Penacony.
So we're gonna have to do a game show for the next, hour, basically.
Is there anything you'd like to say before the competition officially begins?
Nah, we...
That's the...
Nah, we'd win.
It's the trailblazing spirit. How about you, Miss March?
Hello, everyone! Next up, get
you're
ready
up in
for
my
the
face.
Mega March 7th adventure, where I'm going to break the speedrun world record!
Do we even know if there's a speedrun category for this?
Trailblazing into the uncharted and challenging the limits. That's Miss March 7th for you. How about Miss Firefly?
Oh god, you're just gonna say what March says, aren't you?
I hope that by the end of this journey, everyone will have achieved the outcome that they hoped for.
Ah, a wonderful wish. Miss Himiko, what are you expecting from your team?
Safety first, everyone.
Thanks, Mom.
Simple words, but full of warmth. Waiting for you are 3 stages, each connected to that era. The first 2 stages offer 2 distinct paths to choose from.
I should check
with
out
unique
Firefly's secret
challenges
base
on
after
each
this.
route. And in the last stage,
They seem to
you
update
will
it every
face
single
off
time we
against
finish a version.
champion who has defended the title to this very day. A beloved contender whose noble virtues are unrivaled.
Who dat?
Those are the rules.
Oh god, it's gonna be Silverwolf, isn't
Everyone
it?
clear? Now, I hereby announce that the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, has started.
Well, here we go.
Everyone, as the Charmony Festival is drawing closer, we must reach the end as quickly as possible. Factoring in efficiency and safety, splitting up into 2 groups is the best choice. March and I haven't known Miss Firefly for too long and aren't overly familiar with her. It'd probably be better if the 2 of you paired up.
Fine by me. Let's do it.
All right. I don't have a problem with that.
Me neither. Enough chit chat, let's do this. Say what now? I get to pair up with Firefly, and there's no catch? Be eschewing me this round. Hold up. Yeah.
We'll split into the assigned groups then. Let's not waste time.
Alright. Oh look, my team's back to what it was originally set to. Disqualified. What? What was that achievement for? Break all boss stone balloons in Audition Plaza. There's no more balloons. We got them all.
Welcome to the first stage of Soul Glad Enterprises' 33rd Scorched Sand Festival of the 20th season, Dream Play Fantasia.
I can't believe they did 20 of these, 33 of these every season.
Challenges: the School of Acting or School of Action. In the School of Acting Challenge, you have to complete 3 performances from 3 scripts and move the panel judges. In the School of Action Challenge, you have to defeat 3 groups of enemies convincingly and reach the end.
I feel like we're overqualified for one of these 2 paths.
Now, make your choice.
Select the stage you wish to challenge. Oh god. More pinball. What is happening? What on earth is happening? Select Challenge Arena. Press the button on the track. Select Challenge Arena to go to. Acting Challenge. Well, I mean, Action Challenge seems easy. We're under-leveled. How hard could it be?
The champion's crown awaits you on the stage. Welcome to the Arena of Action Stars.
Whenever I hear "Welcome to the Arena," I'm reminded of my old Oblivion playthroughs. None of them are on Twitch or YouTube, for that matter.
Your dazzling fighting techniques. The title of Penacony's next big action star awaits you.
Get ready to see what Mahjong tiles can do. It's Celestial Jade time.
Competitors, allow me to introduce the rules of this challenge to you. There are a total of 3 stages up ahead, each with their own challenges. The enemies you will contend against are antagonists from the film Once Upon a Time in Dreams. Defeat them swiftly and decisively to set a new record. It's worth mentioning that the fastest time of this stage was achieved by a contestant with fiery red hair. Astoundingly, he overcame all enemies across the 3 stages in only 5 minutes.
Contestant with fiery red hair. It couldn't be Luca. Please tell me it's not Luca. Oh wait. No, it could be Argenti.
Time is of the essence. Let's make this quick.
Contestants, you are about to confront the monsters of the primordial dreamscape. During this period, Penacony was nothing but a barren wasteland. The dreamscape was fraught with strife and disorder, with Memory Zone memes running rampant. As dream chasers who've come to Penacony, defeating them is your first step towards success.
Man, they're really going all ham with this, aren't they? Bubblehound, who's been forced to play a monkey.
Soulglad is ours! Don't even think about plundering the Soulglad from us!
Well, this should be easy. Bum ba bum ba bum 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 ba bum ba bum bum. Oh, it's new battle theme. What are these? Dream Jolt Troop Fortune Seller. Deals damage, Dream Jolt price pool. When receiving a killing blow from the designated attack type triggers different effects based on the attack type. When simultaneously retaining attacks of multiple types, effects will be triggered in the following order. Priority, lost to the 50-50. Hit the guarantee, and jackpot. Lost to 50-50. After suffering a killing blow from a basic attack or DOT, recover skill points for targets. Hit the guarantee. After suffering a killing blow from skill or follow-up attack, regenerate energy for all targets. Jackpot. After suffering a killing blow from the ultimate, regenerate energy and skill points for all targets. So if we last hit it with an ultimate, we get a fuck ton of energy back. Okay.
Feeling spiffy? Wait for the tiles. Gotcha. This sucks. Stay calm. My turn. Luck of the draw. Please. And
let's soften them up.
Victory!
Skill points.
Is that it? Show no mercy.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Natasha will top us off.
There's no power
is
like
pitiless.
team power. Nap time. Choose when to strike. Gotcha. My turn.
Small prize. Get some skill points. That's a neat enemy.
Soulglad! My Soulglad!
Pretty simple. I just hope these tests don't take too long.
Nah, we're going for the speedrun record. Oh, boss time.
Congratulations on becoming the first group of Dream Chasers! Answering the call from the Watchmaker, you are disappointed to learn that Penacony isn't paved with gold. Resigned to your current plight, you start from the hierarchical dredges, biding your time for a chance at success. Just as you're about to give up, a downpour sparks a business idea.
Oh no.
You enter the umbrella business!
The what?
But just as things are looking up, you encounter a competitor. Defeat them and emerge victorious from this trade war.
That's not how competition works.
Why is our opponent Soulglad?
Because this is Soulglad Enterprises' 33rd festivity auditions of the 20th season!
Isn't this just product placement?
Yes!
To safeguard the integrity of Soulglad, I will soar high into the sky and become its shiniest star. Whoosh!
Mr. Ideen might have a bit of an obsession.
The game is on. Wait for the tiles. This sucks. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Here, there's thunder.
Time for a shot. Feeling spiffy? Choose when to strike. Let's
Right.
you find the answer.
We get some skill points back, and this should be much easier.
Look at the draw.
Soften them all up.
And victory!
Let's get the lightning
Show
lord
no
up.
mercy.
Just a little bit faster, please.
Follow my charge. Conflict is pitiless.
Just a little something.
She regen.
Nothing of it. Tasty. Nap time. Wait for the tide. Wow.
Follow up.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder. Show no mercy.
There's no power like team power.
That hurt.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. There's no power like team power.
Speed up, please.
Can you find the answer?
Conflict is pitiless.
My turn.
Kind of wish we got a
Look
little
at
bit
the
more than
draw.
that. But hey, we got the follow-up attack trigger already.
Victory!
Autaki, I believe, is the name of the skill.
Feeling spiffy?
Here is thunder.
Gotcha.
All right.
My turn.
Follow-up attack triggered.
Naughty child.
Oh wow, they're hitting hard.
That's better. Let's play
thanks.
for a while.
Conflict is pitiless.
Let's speed up that
Show
lightning
no
lord.
mercy.
Man, we might actually have to level
The
up our
world
defense a bit, or
kisses
run a
me
better
with
sustain.
pain, and I provide with Soul Glad in return. Whoosh!
Yeah, we probably should swatch off our team a bit. Let's just throw that there. Oh, we have more of this. The Last Tycoon. Beneath the moonlight, an old man falls asleep. He's given up his entire life with land and reaches the trailblaze in. We are but passengers in each tree's blazing journey. Oh, we're putting graffiti up. All right.
Would you prefer me to reveal?
Let's just get that going. That should be enough sustain.
Let's wait and see.
Two T-Rex guys.
Congratulations to our two Dream Chasers for establishing yourselves as budding stars in Penacony. However, now you face a competitor selling at low prices, pushing you to the brink of bankruptcy. No matter how lengthy the battle, you always persevere. Topple this powerful opponent, and the tides will turn, paving a way to success!
Man, I didn't expect to be fighting capitalism so late in the night.
None will take my soul glad away from me. I will use the transmutation arcanum to turn into a dinosaur!
Oh, dinosaur! Devour my enemies! Grab a bottle of Soul Glad and make your dreams a blast!
This is so stupid. I don't even have words.
Tasty.
Repay.
The game is on.
You chose the wrong enemy. There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
They come.
Eternal step.
Dead return!
Wait for the tiles. Wow! My turn.
Alright, let's refund the skill points a bit.
Find the answer.
Give ourselves some cipher.
I'll see you off.
Let's play for a while.
Follow my charge. Here, this thunder.
Choose when to strike.
I think we'll be able to hit him
Show
6
no
times.
mercy.
Come on. Luck of the draw, please.
The 6th hit.
Victory! I'll go easy this time.
Come on.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
One down. Break effect for the win.
The body withers, but the soul glad name shall not. You truly are a beast, more than I can ever be.
That should do it! Okay. Let's go. Mr. Yang is waiting for us.
What about the other team?
Isn't this fight way off from the actual storyline?
Transforming into a dinosaur isn't imaginative enough for you?
We're not complaining
This is
about
the
how
sort of
imaginative it
magic
is. We're
only
talking about it being
seen
too
on
imaginative.
Penacony. Anyway, let's get back on track. Where were we? Oh, that's right. After an extended battle, you finally emerged victorious! but the companion who journeyed to Penacony with you chose to leave, having lost all hope. In the years that followed, you encountered each other once more on the prosperous streets of Penacony, but dared not call out to one another. Perhaps akin to the lingering regret of every dream chaser.
And what regret is that exactly?
Ah, well done! You brought to life the thrilling action scenes from Once Upon a Time in Dreams with your fighting skills.
I don't think I want to see this movie.
Let's hurry up and get to the next stage.
Alright, give me a second. I have some balloons to pop. I think they're just enemies here. Alright, I think we're out of balloons. More pinballs. Got a film reel. Some like it hot.
Congrats to both of you for clearing the stage, but more importantly, are you having fun? Fun is more important than success.
Can you say that in a tone that makes me feel more comfortable?
Look at the time! You finished much faster than that red-haired contestant did.
That red-haired contestant. Who is that exactly?
Is it Argenti?
You'll find out eventually, but only if you clear the next test first. Welcome to the second stage of the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises. Gunfire time! You have the option to choose Gunfire and undergo Brother Hanu's trial, or Time, where you'll face Clucky's trial. And now, make your choice!
I feel like Gun is the obvious choice, but let's go with Time, because I like Time. Oh. This is so over the top for no reason. I have no clue why we even are doing this. Gunfire time. Gunfire trial. No, let's go to the time trial. I've had enough Brother Hanu for a while.
Dear friends, welcome to the wonderful world created by the Watchmaker.
It's a big Clocky thing up there.
Ahead is the titular character from the beloved Clocky animation, Clocky! It's said that the Watchmaker dreamed up the idea of Clocky when he was just a boy. Back then, he was merely an apprentice in a clock shop, and one night, he dreamt that all the broken clocks started sprouting arms and legs.
That's the story of how Clocky came to be?
Like a skilled pilot, he steered them towards the right path. As a classic figure who grew up with many, Clocky truly shaped a generation, solidifying the Watchmaker's pivotal role in popular culture. Contestants, may you have a wonderful time with Clocky.
The trial of time. I hope it won't waste too much of our time.
Why are these things all pumpy-uppy? I mean, we're just gonna ignore all the enemies.
Am I just a failed experiment?
Maybe? Mm-hmm.
That statue. Did it just speak?
Yes. Yes, it did. It most certainly did. Height-averse bird. That was optional. But treasure and balloons must be popped. Open, please.
Am I just a failed experiment? I'm just an expendable failure of a clock, aren't I?
Hello, I would like to play Dreamscape Ticker. So, this stage requiring us to cure this thing, now the whole therapy session now? Got an urgent matter to tend to. Can you please let us pass already?
Wait? So, I'm not just a failed clock, I'm also a failed toy. You guys are just like the other challengers. You want to enter my inner self? Then please be my guest. But you won't find anything worthwhile. I'm just a failed piece.
This guy is depressing. I love this minigame.
See? I'm just empty inside.
Oh boy.
Tick-tock! It's time for me to make an appearance!
Hi, Clocky. How come you're here too?
Clocky? I can also see him. Is this character part of the show?
In Dreamville, Clocky is everywhere and can do anything! Like, right now! I could solve this problem with your big ticker pal, Tick-tock!
I can't believe it's actually Clocky! Why would you come and visit a failure of a clock like me for no reason?
You see, we're all clocks. We're family. I want to help you be happy! Tell your pal Clocky what's troubling you.
Oh god, we do have to sit through a whole therapy session for this thing, don't we?
I came across a startling revelation yesterday. Apparently, Dreamscape Ticker isn't the same as Clocky at all. It's just a discarded prototype from Clocky's early development.
Ah.
Please, just leave me be, Clocky. I just don't know how to face you, because I'm just a failure.
Oh dear. Seeing it like this is utterly heart-wrenching.
Ugh.
But fear not. We're here to help it rediscover the missing parts of its inner self and guide it out of despair.
I guess even troop members can experience existential crises.
I think this side might have been a bad choice for Firefly.
Don't worry, miss. I've already pinpointed its missing parts. Over here, my friends. Better use that hamster ball night speed.
I don't have hamster ball night speed. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that enemy. I meant to hit the balloon next to it. Oh well, more combat.
I'll go easy this time. Wait for the tiles. Gotcha. Stay calm. Let's play.
We're at skill points.
Find the answer.
More skill points.
My turn.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return! Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Alright, drain my energy now, I dare ya.
I underestimated.
Wow! Come on.
We're on a roll.
We're here! There's a missing part on the opposite side. But how do we get over there?
There's also a dream side left here by a Dreamweaver. We're running out of time. We'll have to use it if necessary.
This must be one of the missing parts that Big Ticker needs. That's great!
I missed this little mini game. Ooh, that shadow felt a little janky. I don't think this is the right way. But hey, free stuff. Can't complain about free stuff. See me going round and round. Balloon pop. It's another big ticker part. Let's just put that there. Which means there's one more flat part down here. There you are. Up you go. All right. All right. That goes there. That goes there. Pipe goes on the pipe. That only could fit there.
Tick-tock! Do I hear someone?
Tweet! Help, help, help! Tweet! This fellow's body is boiling hot! Tweet!
Ah, there's an origami bird stuck in its tail.
Is anyone there? Tweet! I can't take it anymore! Tweet!
Fun fact, Firefly's VA is also the same VA that does the origami birds.
Oh dear! It's an origami bird! What's it doing in Beyond Overcooked's tail?
Is that Clocky? Tweet! Please save me, Tweet! I'm being roasted alive, Tweet!
A roasted bird? Oh, this is horrible! Let's save it, quickly!
Oh, the bird manatee.
The game is on.
You
Gotta
chose the
build
wrong
some energy.
enemy. Nothing major.
Conflict is pitiless.
They come. Wow.
4, 5.
Receive divinity.
1,000 thanks. I underestimated you.
6 out of 6. I
Let's
hit it
play
6
for a
more
while.
times.
Eternal stead.
Dead return!
Wait for the tiles. They come. My turn.
Show no
Get
mercy.
all the heals.
Here, there's thunder.
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Hero with 1,000 faces.
I'll see you off. There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
I'll go easy this time. Feeling spiffy? Gotcha.
Alright. Can we get a follow-up?
My turn.
We can.
Luck of the draw.
Max damage.
And victory!
You're dead.
Thank you, guys. Tweet. I feel I'm about 70% cooked. Tweet.
Thank goodness you're okay. But why did you burrow yourself into that fella's tail?
Because that fella stole one of Mr. Big Ticker's pots. Tweet. I wanted to help retrieve it, but I accidentally got myself stuck in the oven. Tweet. Go ahead and get it, but be careful. It's hot. Tweet.
There they go.
An inner self fragment belonging to the Sweet Dreams troupe? This is just too surreal.
Yeah, it is weird. Everything about this is weird. Can I just warp back to the other side? Yeah, this... Screw doing it the correct way.
We're back! As long as you have these, you'll be able to find closure. Tick-tock!
Wow! This sudden surge of joy!
It's working! Tick-tock! Next, we just need to enter its emoscape, help connect its pathways, and we're done!
This is so time consuming. There we go.
Oh, dear! What's going on in here? Your inner self is a mess!
Yeah, that's
I'm not qualified to be the real Clocky. Just give up, Clocky.
No! This is unacceptable! You have to face your fears!
So it's come down to this, I guess we'll have to use clockwork.
Ta-da! Success!
There we go. Straight line. Well, that was time consuming and kind of silly.
Oh, thank you, Clocky. If not for you, I'd never be able to connect with people like this. You helped me find myself again.
No problem at all. As the guardian of Dreamville, it's what I'm here for. Tick-tock!
Oh, my friends, you still have other important things to do, right? Go forth, my friends. When the moment comes, all the Dream Tickers and I will cheer for you.
It's all done. Victory's in sight. Let's head to the final stage.
God, there's still another stage after this. Did the game crash? God, I hope it didn't crash.
Congratulations to both of you! Oh, you've overcome all obstacles and proven yourselves! But, unfortunately, there is only one who can be Penacony's festive superstar. In the final stage, you will face the defending champion. If you fail, you will lose the opportunity to become the festive superstar. Welcome to the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival's third stage in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul...
Yeah. We get it. Sponsored by Soulglad. It's Argenti, isn't it? Because Argenti is the only redhead with a boss fight mechanic. It's gotta be Argenti, right? Luca, I'll be fucking dumbfounded. Who else could it be? Also, if you did the Cosmodesy event, you learned that Argenti is somewhere on Penacony, apparently. Superstar Showdown, Arena 1, Arena 2. Well, I mean, let's go to Arena 2. I don't really care. Does it really matter? Wait, this music. It is. There he is!
No way. I think I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
Oh my god, we got voice dialogue for this. Can is excited. Please wait, my beautiful ladies. Oh, it's not voiced. We're in a dream. By the glorious light of the beauty, I never thought I would see you again. In such turbulent times, your kind faces are a spring's gentle breeze, bringing solace to my scorched heart.
Are you the Knight of Beauty?
Oh. So the redhead contestant was you all along. Oh. I'm kind of bummed out that it's not voiced. Probably because it's not the real Argenti. Hear ye, the rosy glow of beauty has rendered you speechless. What an honor. Upon hearing the impending festivities, I commanded the one and only to bring me to Penacony with full haste. Alas, the cosmos unguarded by the beauty, disorder prevails. Thus my passage was delayed by tending to the sick and injured. Fortunately, the mini-rabbit mech pilot, stray cat duelist, galactic ninja, and quad-drive Intellitron, along with 32 other souls in distress, all emerged from their predicaments safe and sound. Then I led them all here to the revel in the harmony with the countless other splendid beings. Is this the beauty? It's dazzling. You're quite the savior, aren't you? I do not deserve such praise. Unfortunately, that dashing IPC ambassador, whose radiance matches that of a beautiful peacock, remains in a woeful state. How I wish I too could partake in this splendid occasion. Wait, you're trying to save Argenti? I mean, Aventurine? Okay, let's get back to business. Since fate brought us together, it stands to reason that you both seek accolade at the audition's victor, correct? Though upon arrival, I was once mistaken for a towering silver-armored fugitive with fiery red flames. Oh. The hounds were arresting him because they thought he was That's funny. That's really funny. By the way, the one and only getting impounded was the event from the Cosmodesy event that happened, so I had a feeling he might show up in Penacony at some point. So I'm not surprised, but I'm really happy. I'm kind of disappointed it's not voiced, or he might not actually be here. Though, due to my lack of eloquence, it matters not, for all these trials stem from the land of dreams' beauty. What matters is that I now stand before you, our paths have crossed. I, Argenti of the Knights of Beauty, am humbly requesting for a battle in the name of the Code of Chivalry with you both. If I am fortunate enough to emerge victorious, kindly grant passage to the crown of victory and recognize that, It drilleth the beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all. Well, I get to do this boss fight in the actual main story for once. Instead of just his weird car wash.
Luke,
I couldn't
the
read
game is
that.
on. Gotcha. My turn.
The flesh wound.
Conflict is pitiless.
We don't have the right elements
Show
for
no
this,
mercy.
so we're gonna have to go all out on pure DPS.
Eternal
The dead return! Let the duel commence. Put forth all your might.
Bloom.
Holy fuck, that hurts.
Wait for the tiles. Wow.
I might actually have to bring my adventurine.
The flesh wound.
Let's play for a while. Let's play. Can you find the answer?
Let's get our skill
You
points
chose
back.
the wrong enemy.
Here, this the flesh wound. Pledge thine loyalty. Trifling.
Stop hitting me, please.
Stay calm. My turn. Look at the draw. Please. And...
Got the lucha buff, so this is gonna heal quite a bit.
I'll go easy.
God, Lush is so good.
Feeling spiffy?
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
Choose who to strike. Mm-hmm. My turn.
Behold, this symbol of pure.
Luke, let's play for a while.
Eternal slip.
The dead return! Rise to the challenge.
Follow my charge.
Here, this thunder.
Let's get up to 7, 8.
Show no mercy.
Gotcha.
The flesh wound. Let the duel commence. Confess. Oh.
Receive divinity.
Tasty.
Repay.
Alright,
I'll go easy this time.
damage field is up.
Can you find the answer?
I'll see you off.
Challenge.
Let's get rid of his debuff. Or let's get rid of his damage boost.
There's no time to lose. Conflict is
The
pitiless.
flesh wound.
Mm-hmm. My turn.
Bear witness.
Alright,
You're
final
fighting
phase.
Let's play for a while.
I'm a little bit worried about getting one shot.
Feeling spiffy? Gotcha. Look at the draw, please. And... victory!
The flesh wound. Pledge thine loyalty. Put forth all your might.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Here, this thunder.
Ow.
Eternal slip.
The dead
That
return.
damage buff, please.
The flesh wound.
Show no mercy.
Heal up, please.
Rise to the challenge.
Let's... Can you
In
find
case
the
he attacks
answer?
again, let's just use this before we die.
Put forth all your might.
Nothing major. Receive divinity.
There's no
Conflict
power
is
in
pitiless.
between power. Wait.
Follow my charge.
Here, this flesh wound. Behold, this symbol of pure. You are fighting a gentleman.
I feel like we want to focus these down.
Choosing strike.
Ah, that's annoying.
Wow, my turn. Feeling spiffy?
Conflict is pitiless. Show no mercy.
Confess. Put forth all your might.
Bloom. 1,000. Thanks.
Eternal sleep.
The dead return!
Some buffs, please.
Let's play. Can you find the answer? Come on. I'll go easy this time.
There's no time to lose.
Here, this thunder.
Stay calm. My turn. Look at the draw, please. And victory!
Put forth all your might.
As our DPSs live, we got this.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Bear witness. You are fighting a gentleman.
Let's play for a
health.
while. Wait for the tiles. Come on. My turn.
It's at 1%. That's enough. What's happening? We're almost done, I'm assuming. The ultimate eternal sincerity. So this is, we're about 4.5 hours in total. So I would assume we're like 66, maybe 70% through. Go forth, my dear friend, beautiful miss. The audition's crown is yours to claim. I shall remain here gazing from afar as you bask in the limelight, joining the audience in offering you the most heartfelt cheers and applause.
We don't have much time. May fate allow us to meet again, Knight of Beauty. In that case, let's make our way to the end. Penacony's really thronging with talent. I hope we make it in time.
Go forth, champion stage belongs to both of you. That's what you both deserve. Path of the Sojourner. Alright. This is so over the top. No, we haven't found the hat. Well, I mean, we saw the hat. We don't have it yet, though. The hat's just sitting on the watchmaker's head on his wheelchair corpse thingy.
Congratulations to the Galactic Baseballer and Firefly on becoming this Scorched Sand Festival's champions! We look forward to their amazing entrance in the Charmony Festival! Let's give a round of applause to our aspiring young guests!
Yeah, that's probably right. 60%. I expect there's like 2 hours left from where we are right now.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival before entering the Grand Theater.
That's Sunday's voice.
I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance.
All I get are sincere congratulations. Where are my stellar jades?
Your endeavors are worthy of extra recognition, and I've taken steps to ensure that. However, this reward is not a material one, but rather the opportunity for an open and honest communication between us. As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus.
Yeah, I probably will.
Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
I mean, there's not really a lot of side content that we've ran into so far.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy.
I mean, we might have to if it turns out I'm super underleveled.
You must have glimpsed.
Because I remember the bug fight being annoyingly difficult in the 1.6.
Equality,
but everybody told me Aventurine was going to be super hard, but we beat him first try, almost no effort.
Eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer?
They honestly are pretty much the same.
A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
I wouldn't call one the dystopia. I don't know, why are you asking me?
That's not the point! Don't let him mislead you!
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Ms. Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
I have a feeling we're about to cut to their POV.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
Ouroboros, the ancient Aeon that presides over the path of veracity. The unsatisfied devourer of worlds. Legends say they are an Aeon as well as a kind of ancient beings named Leviathans. A while ago.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use this Charmony Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition.
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority.
Why are you being so cooperative all of a sudden?
Do you have any suspects?
You and Sunday now are the only suspects.
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this Nameless would point the spear at me. Quite astonishing indeed.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern for the Dreamscape's safety. So, if you could, please alleviate our concerns.
Dream Master.
I hope I look that good when I'm
just
his
to
age.
prove that the Charmony Festival
He's like,
has
what,
nothing
73?
to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song, just per the arrangement.
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. I already know your resolve.
When are we going to cut back to Don Hung and Boot Hill?
Is enormous and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond.
That being said, if Hoyle wants, I would be happy to voice Elio.
The entire Oak family will be mobilized to heed your call. Someday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be concealed?
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander may be utterly dispelled?
I still don't know why you gave up your physical form just to be possessing all of the entire Oak family at once. Seems a big shady AF to me.
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of
Still
your
wonder
god,
what's going on with
coveting
Aventurine.
more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question.
What's the final question? Why are you cutting away here?
Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith. and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced...
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered.
Oh.
To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Shipe?
The harmony. So this might be where that theory comes in. Or are they actually following the harmony, or are they following N of the Order?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. All duplicity is laid bare before the harmony. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the Great One? Shipe.
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and
yeah, you're talking about N of the Order.
It. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself alone and without allies.
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause, Sunday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
What?
They're not following Shipe the Harmony. They're following N of the Order, or the path left behind.
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
Order.
We were never children of the harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Shipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many. Within the foundation of law, humanity establishes civilization, and through harmony, we obtain order.
Interesting. So, that whole N of the Order theory, whoever came up with that, you guys get some brownie points, because you are correct, sir.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Is the Order actually an enemy?
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet, have we?
It does sound like a Kingdom Hearts story. Heart, dark, light, dark, heart, dark.
Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed.
So you want to talk terms with us?
Smart kid. You're just as sharp as the other one.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands, and just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape, least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak, and the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden. Only we,
the Pathstriders of Order,
rather, I, possess the power to put an end to this farce.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
I could have sworn several people have tried.
If Miss Himiko is interested,
then again, they don't know that what Rowan May is doing in the basement. We don't talk about what Ron May is doing in the basement.
I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another through peaceful means. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders, so that you will make better judgment for the Astral Express, for Penacony, and for this stretch of the universe. Words can hardly do justice to the beauty of that ideal. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps, and see once again where this road leads.
Huh? Where'd he go?
And he's gone.
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in the gaps.
The animators were too lazy to make an inner mind for him. Who in their right mind would expose their inner self like this?
That means...
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so she should understand what it entails. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. The road we once took begins here.
Ah, great. Now we gotta go through a whole villain monologue, don't we?
From this point
on, no, the Order is not Organization 13.
The numerous decisions
the Order represents justice, laws, and the divine.
To share with you.
They're one of like the fucking 18 Aeons in this game. During the Swarm disaster, they perished, and the Harmony absorbed them.
I believe after going through similar predicaments, you'll be able to better understand my thoughts.
This is probably closer to the lore of Skyrim than Kingdom Hearts, to be honest.
Let's begin. The first decision. A story about a baby bird.
Oh god, we gotta listen to the baby bird story again?
This story happened when Robin and I were very young. We were victims of the Stellaron disaster, and the family's Mr. Gopher Wood, who would later become the Dream Master of Penacony, saw that we siblings had no one to turn to and took us in. Later on, Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. One day, after dinner, while my younger sister and I were lounging about in Mr. Gopher Wood's yard, we spotted a fledgling Charmony dove all on its own. That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers, and it couldn't sing. When we found it, It was already on its last breath, having fallen into a shrub, probably abandoned by its parents. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. However, thinking back, that winter was unusually cold, with fierce winds at night in the yard, not to mention the many poisonous bugs and wild beasts in the vicinity.
I thought you were in like an atrium garden. Why are there poisonous beasts?
It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, it stood no chance of surviving until spring. So, I suggested we take it inside, place it on the shelf by the window, and asked the adults to fashion a cage for it. We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, we would release it back into the wild. The tragic part, something that we'd never considered, was that this bird's fate had already been determined long before this moment.
Oh, great. We're getting into fatalism.
Its destiny was determined by our momentary whim.
Its destiny was altered would be more accurate.
Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Faced with this situation, what choice would you make? Stick to the original plan, and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell. Or build a cage for it, and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home. I eagerly await your answer.
Technically, by giving it a nest, you're giving it a fair chance to survive either way. Now let's build a nest on the spot. Fuck you. I ain't following in your footsteps. Option 3, kill... Nah, well, the bird dies in all scenarios.
Interesting. Since you've made up your mind, allow me to reveal what fate this choice will bring to the fledgling. From what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that yard that prey on small birds.
We all
the
die in the end.
scorpion, Asdana wolverine, and the Huntington winged snake.
Why are these in your yard? Why are you letting kids walk around in this yard, let alone birds, if you have fucking poisonous scorpions and snakes in the yard?
Even if they shy away from humans,
oh god,
these animals are still near apex predators in a fenced location like a yard. In such a location, only one fate awaits that little Charmony dove. A painful death. As for the choice you made, I am deeply sorry. Now, let us advance to the second decision.
We all burn under the great fireball.
This time, it's...
Yeah.
This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia, a position exclusive to the Oak family, charged with listening to the problems and vexations of Dreamscape residents, and providing them with the relevant guidance. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the Dreamscape. Joy, sorrow, arrogance, regret. The complex tapestry of human nature that formed the world. And I was fortunate to catch a glimpse of it.
Maybe I should put this into 3 parts.
He was a dream chaser.
I might put it in 3 parts on
and an
YouTube,
illegal
but 2
stowaway.
parts on Twitch is probably fine.
Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. Except that, to most people, the price he paid, I suppose you could say it was everything. He told me, I sold everything I could at home. The house, the land, even his 2 children. He said he could not afford to raise them, and that at least they could eat if they lived as slaves. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. Alas, his plan to smuggle himself was somewhat clumsy, and he was sniffed out by those pig-headed hounds. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I immediately appealed to the Bloodhound family to cease their pursuit. That way, At least he could live peacefully. But I was still too naive to the ways of the world. I did not anticipate that what I thought was a kind gesture would later lead to dire consequences. I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to make a choice. Will you do as I did, and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit, so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels, until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions.
I don't know. Oh, we actually get to talk to them this time.
A Dream Chaser story. If I acted out of kindness, I would probably ask the Bloodhounds to stop their pursuit and lend him a hand. But what cruel repercussion would this choice result in?
He's gonna lose everything and then never get his kids back.
Sunday must have been deeply impressed by the limitations of the strong defending the weak through this incident.
This question... Surely it has some connection to the baby bird story. And this connection is precisely the breakthrough Sunday aims to use to persuade us. I'd probably choose to ask the Bloodhounds to cease their pursuit.
What about you, March?
It seems illegal stowaways are really quite common on Penacony. But that guy in the story, I don't think he deserves any sympathy at all. He sold his kids to chase a dream. Even if he intended to go back for them, it's still insanely irresponsible. With that thought, there's only one choice. Let the Bloodhounds send him back home. This person deserves to be punished.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one, March.
It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a better outcome. Sadly, his fate would only be more tragic. Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium. The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams are unorthodox. Not flawless like the hotels. Living in the dreamscape would be a mere pipe dream, should he be apprehended. Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequences, and thus wouldn't dare extend a helping hand. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies.
All right, third choice.
Next comes the third and final decision.
No, Matt. Option 4 was to go back and get his kids and fight some slavers.
And the story this time is my own.
Was it not your story the last 2 times?
This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, Mr. Gopherwood was the current Dream Master. And as per his wish, we had a private conversation. What surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. He let me read its contents, and it was a letter from my sister. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels, nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere trivialities?
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is at this moment?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
Oh, God.
A stray bullet? What?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song, and was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
God, why do you be such a dick about it?
Is she alright?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering in the field hospital. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any.
Jeez, you got shot in the neck in a war zone.
Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as soon as possible.
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude for bringing this to my attention, Mr. Gopherwood. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
How could this happen? Miss Robin.
It's all in
I didn't even notice she was
so
wearing
please
neck ornaments,
don't
I'll be
worry.
honest.
I share this in the meager hope that you will understand the Harmony's limitations and predicament. As grandiose as the strong defending the weak sounds, many times, it is nothing more than wishful thinking.
That's why her voice sounded off when she was in the reverie. She has a fucking hole in her neck. And in the dreamscape, she's her true self, so she doesn't have that problem.
Likewise, I've prepared one last question, one last choice. But rest assured, this choice will not have any grave consequences, because this is merely a figment of imagination, a nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. If you ever had the opportunity to make a choice like I did, would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony?
Probably, yeah. Do we need to get any information from the peanut gallery?
Miss Robin's courage is admirable. And here I was thinking she was just another superstar celebrity. But the fact that she's also Mr. Sunday's younger sister? No, I doubt he'd wish harm on his own flesh and blood, no matter how grand the ambition.
I often feel like I've dreamt of similar scenes on certain nights. In the dream, I see blurry faces. I don't know who they are, but I sympathize with all of them, fighting for survival against some unfathomable force.
Do you have memories of Honkai 3rd?
Their confusion and fear are lucid to me. But I also remember they chose never to give up. Just like Miss Robin. If Mr. Sunday's question leaves you puzzled, you should find the answer from your own experiences. With each trailblaze, dangers and tribulations will surely follow. But would you ever back away? Would you stop March and Don Hung from reaching their next destination?
I just
I
realized...
believe you have an answer of your own in your heart.
I just realized that the loading screen throughout this entire questline has always been saying make a choice or a decision that you wouldn't regret. It's all alluding to this moment.
I can't believe that happened to Miss Robin. The strong defending the weak is a great mantra, but if I had to pay such a price, I don't know what I'd do.
Easy. You support her. She'll pull through.
I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the Order, where the strong govern the weak.
I don't think might makes right is a good policy.
I know the suffering of being tormented, the turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow and even despair set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life. And this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs to everyone.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion.
Is
a
it?
Cage known as self-worth.
You keep talking about
People lured in
self-worth,
by
self-worth
this
this, self-worth that.
make
What's the point?
mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison. A place dictated only by the rule of survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order.
No, it ain't.
That is what I want.
That is order.
Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds.
I miss those long weekends.
During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from the stresses of everyday life, allowing a certain tranquility to return to their souls. And it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak.
Are you talking about a purge?
They can live out their lives happily during these brief intermissions. It's just a pity that 2 or 3 days are still too fleeting compared to the span of a lifetime.
It's 2 or 3 days a week, though, across a lifetime.
From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. This should be the face of the new world.
Was his name literally
Idyllic,
made Sunday
eternal,
for this fucking line?
days.
You gotta be kidding me. Might as well have named him Weekend.
Unless every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. Some
So
gaze
for real,
in reverence
starting
at the
point.
stars, pouring their whole beings into calculating the distance between us and the isolated world of Pagana. Meanwhile, some seek refuge in quiet corners, holding one another, unencumbered by the chains of unwelcome
I think a 4-day work
obligations.
week would be great. 3 days of rest sounds good, though. I don't need 7. God, I'd run out of things to do. I'd be so bored.
There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way can humanity face the inevitable end with the purest of spirit.
No, there's like 1,000 different ways they
Living
can
a life of
live.
dignity. This is what it is to live in peace.
Why not 6 days of rest then? Why 7? You can face 50-50 seems like the most fair. 3 days of rest, 3 days of work, alternating Wednesdays.
Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
No, it's full of holes. Are you all morons?
But what is the price
What
to
happens when
attain
kids
all
are
this?
homeschooled? Yes, Firefly, that is a good question. Thank you for poking a hole in this logic.
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening until the end of the cosmos.
Awakening. Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream.
So he wants to trap everybody in one person's dream so that one person suffers for the rest to have eternal peace. That's very martyr-like of you, but at the same time, I don't think you should be forcing this upon anybody.
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical that we defeat it.
Oh, my shoulder blade's itchy.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them.
That's what Robin said. Unfortunately, he doesn't agree with that argument, Firefly.
It is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, it is because we are afraid to awaken from our dreams.
Why do we sleep? I assume it's just to conserve energy.
With the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature.
Because imagine how much more we'd have to eat just to maintain the calories of being awake for an extra 8 hours a day. I guess 4 hours a day in my case, since I only sleep for about 4.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. Yet you express compassion for all. Even when your heart pities them.
So are we just done with Gallagher? He says the rest is up to us.
But unlike you,
Well, we could use some help right now.
I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide.
Thank you.
Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
Oh, are we gonna get some more Rachel Chow VA work? Oh, no. Or is it a cutscene? Oh, shoving you in a locker, nerd. It doesn't say switching POV. So we're just cutting away?